What's up everybody, it is I, Hero Vage, and welcome to another Pokemon Go PvP Kingdom Cup video. Now let's get into the battles. Okay, you guys are gonna enjoy the fights that I have set up for this video because they were back and forth and super close. Okay, today we're talking about Altaria, and Altaria is just a fantastic Pokemon for PvP in general Great League and also for the Kingdom Cup. It's got a wide network of things that it can kill, and you know, the things that kill Altaria don't really kill it that fast, so you kind of have time to think, alright? And that makes it a very good lead. And so we're starting off with the tried and tested Altaria Lucario Steelix combo with Altaria as the lead. Let's see how we do. So we start the match off with Altaria versus Flygon. Okay, this is a very good matchup for us because we've got the biggest, baddest dragon in all of Great League, Altaria. Altaria has Flygon. Altaria has Dragonair. Altaria has Shelgon. Altaria has Kingdra. You've got all those matchups, okay? And even though, you know, I was forced to shield because he did shield my Sky attack, I'm still gonna be able to take it out, alright? Very dependable Pokemon. So I'm gonna get, you know, well, he's gonna get a favorable switch in, but it's a Alolan Marowak. Okay, and if you start off with a fresh Altaria versus a fresh Alolan Marowak, you also have that matchup. But you know, it is what it is, alright? But we, you know, okay. So we've got Steelix now, and you know, even though that Bone Club was super effective, you know, even though you take flamethrowers from Bastiodon with Steelix, he's such a bulky Pokemon, he's such a dependable Pokemon that, you know, he can just take it. Okay, so he swapped his Lapras, I swapped to my Lucario, and now we're gonna set up. Okay, so this is fantastic. He's gonna bring in a Alolan Marowak. Unfortunately, he had a Shadow Ball charged up, but it's all good. We had a Crunch charged up, and yeah, we take match number 1. So for the second match, we've got Altaria in the back, right behind Lucario, because I want it to be mainly the anti-Lucario Pokemon. But just note that Altaria, since it's got such awesome matchups with the anti-Lucario Pokemon, it can actually double up as the bodyguard for Lucario, because Charizard, it can take that out. It can take out Alolan Marowak, it can take out Bronzong, Skarmory, it can take out with shields. Alright, so Altaria is fantastic. Let's see how we do. So we start the match off with Lucario versus Altaria. Now, I can win this matchup because I do have a pretty good PvP IV Lucario. I've tested it out, I can do it. But I felt that he had Lucario in the back, so I wanted to swap in my Steelix to draw out his Lucario so that I could kill it with my Altaria. But it doesn't work out like that because he's got Lapras. So I'm like, oh god, that's not good. His Lapras takes out my Steelix, and you know, it's kind of bad because I'm feeling that he has Lucario in the back and it's probably gonna wreck my Lucario, and then it's gonna get to Altaria, and it's not a good situation. But you know, it is what it is. We take out the Lapras. Oh, okay. He swaps in Altaria, who has a Sky attack charged up, which is bad because now we are shieldless, alright? And a shieldless Lucario is a dead Lucario. Anyways, I get one power-up punch, and fortunately, I do get off this second power-up punch, which he doesn't shield, and I'm like, okay, maybe I can take it out with Altaria, and then I can fight out his Lucario in the end with my Altaria. So anyways, I farm up his Altaria for energy, and it's not Lucario, it's Steelix. Life's funny like that, you know? Life's really funny like that. I swear, I felt that he had Lucario, but nah. You know? For everybody saying that, oh man, your prediction powers are like next level, man. As you can see, a lot of stuff can go wrong with you, you know, predicting stuff. Rips. Okay, so match number 2, the problem was my Steelix, which was weak to Lapras. Good call on my opponent. Okay, he got me with that. But I was thinking, do I have an anti-flyer who isn't weak to water? Should I bring my own Lapras? Maybe it's time to bring in my own Bastiodon. This is my Bastiodon, not done yet, 1,300, but I was thinking, it can probably do it. Let's see if that Smackdown, you know, takes out Lapras, okay? Let's see how we do. So we start the match off with Altaria versus Alolan Marowak, which is a very good matchup for us. You already know he swaps to Frost Breath Lapras. I'm like, okay, Bastiodon, it is your time to shine. You got this, okay? He throws a Stone Edge, and he takes it. Nose punch right to the face, and he pulls out Lucario, so I'm like, okay, now is the time. Reddit people, I see you there, okay? I'm using your strats, okay? I pull out the Lucario on the Lucario. I'm using the Reddit strats, okay? Shouts out to all the people on Reddit. I love you guys, okay? Thank you so much for all the support, okay? Why did I do that? Because I don't want to end up with Lucario versus a Alolan Marowak. What I want to end up on is Altaria versus a Alolan Marowak. So in that situation, yes, Lucario versus Lucario was great, okay? Thank you, Reddit people. I love you guys. Okay, so some cheats, okay? If you're fighting a Alolan Marowak with Altaria, just know that you can, right here, take one Shadow Ball. One Shadow Ball. Alright? I should have read, the shield bait, but, it worked out, okay? That was one hell of a best of 3. Am I right? Okay, it came down to the wire. Very, very close. But shouts out to the Reddit people. Thank you for the Lucario versus Lucario strats. It worked out. Okay, moving on to the next best of 3. We're using the same thing that we used in the first best of 3. Let's see how we do. So we start the match off with Altaria versus Alolan Marowak. We've got this. And also, we're kind of like doubling up on the bodyguard position. So this is fantastic. Okay, after, we take this guy out, our Lucario is free to go. As you can see, I didn't shield that Shadow Ball. I knew it was a Shadow Ball. Like, it was pretty obvious, right? But I didn't do it so that I can save my shields for Lucario. But the thing is, he swaps in Altaria and I'm like, oh, I see. You brought in 2 anti-Lucario Pokemon. I get it, okay? But the thing is, I still have my actual Lucario Bodyguard, Steelix. He swaps in Lapras, who takes a crunch, okay? And then, I swap in my Lucario so that I can take this guy out. And I know in the back of my head that my Steelix can take out his Altaria. Alright, so we're gonna throw power-up punches. Great, take it out. And here's the thing, I made a little mistake here, but it honestly didn't really matter. I shielded this guy attack. Honestly, I should have just saved that shield for Steelix, right? But it honestly didn't matter because Steelix has this matchup, okay? Crunch, he's gonna burn his shield right here. Alright, it's all good. He's gonna hit me with a sky attack right there, okay? Take it, and we take out Altaria. Okay, so match number 1 was pretty good. And as you saw at the very end there, my opponent's Altaria still took quite some time to kill, right? Plus it dealt a good amount of damage to Steelix. It got pretty close to killing it, but I was confident in Steelix and yeah, but it's a testament to how resilient Altaria really is. Anyways, you already know this. Let's see how we do. So we start the match off with the Steelix versus Lucario. And this is a bad matchup. But this is what I like to do whenever I fight Steelix versus Lucario. I just take it. I get off one crunch, and burn 1 shield. And I just let my Steelix die, okay? It's kind of like the best that you can do. Because if you swap out, you're gonna catch you with like a favorable swap in and it's not good. Now, some cheats, okay? If you're fighting Altaria versus Lucario, you can actually take 2 power-up punches. Just take the first 2 power-up punches and then shield the 3rd one. Because the damage isn't that bad, okay? So don't shield the first one, don't shield the second one. Be careful of Shadow Ball though. Be really careful of Shadow Ball. Alright? But anyway, so I get off this Dragon Pulse and, it nearly takes out his Altaria. Alright? And my Lucario is shieldless. I do take 1 Sky Attack, I take it out, but his last Pokemon is Blaziken. Excellent play on my opponent, bringing in Blaziken, which can take out my Steelix and my Lucario. Alright, so good job. Now this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to swap the flow on swapping the flow. Right? So I'm not changing the flow. I'm basically doing the same lineup. Let's see how we do. So we start the match off with Steelix versus Bastiodon, which is fantastic because Steelix is a Bastiodon Slayer. Okay, he swaps in his Lapras. I'm like, dang, I can't swap. Why can I not swap? And it did matter because he gets off a Surf, burning 1 shield. If that happens to you in a tournament, definitely report it so that you can get like a rematch. Okay, anyways, we get off a power-up punch. He's gonna block it to protect his Lapras, but it doesn't really matter because we're gonna get a flurry of counter attacks. Yeah, well, counter fast attacks that, have been powered up. He swaps in his Lucario counter. We get off a power-up punch, he blocks it, okay. And now we've got Altaria shredding through Blaziken, okay? He is gonna get this Focus Blast. Does a lot of damage, okay? Blaziken, I see you. It's a very good Pokemon. Another fantastic choice for the Kingdom Cup. We'll have a video about that in the future, okay? But anyways, our Bastiodon Slayer is gonna do what he does and slay Bastiodon. He is gonna get this Flamethrower. Watch how small the damage is. Bruh, okay? Let's go. Okay, moving on to the next best of 3. We're starting off with Altaria again as the lead, but this time we've got Bastiodon in the back because I felt that this guy was gonna use Lapras. Okay, let's see how we do. So we started the match off with Altaria versus Blaziken, and now we're protecting Lucario from Blaziken. Okay, so you know, bodyguard position type of thing. Okay, he swaps in Bastiodon, and so now we can swap in our Lucario. Okay, all right, get some power up punches. It's gonna be great, fantastic. He's gonna take it right there, boom. Which actually, you know, it doesn't, on the first power up punch, right? It doesn't do a lot of damage. Okay, he gets in his Blaziken, but the thing is, I softened it up with my Altaria earlier, alright? And, you know, my Lucario is gonna be able to overcome his Blaziken. And his last Pokemon is Lucario. It's fine. We still have our anti-Lucario, Altaria, which is barely scratched up, okay? And we take match number 1. Okay, so for match number 2, I just want you to understand one thing, that all of the matches that I recorded for this video was from last week. Actually, it might be like last week when you watch this. Alright, so this is old footage, and after all the experiments, all the test plays that I've been doing, I just want you to know that this right here, Bastiodon as a lead, is one of the worst things that you can do in the Kingdom Cup. Alright, even if you come up on something that you can kill, it's just too slow. Okay, so don't do this. Let's see how we do. Alright, we start the match off with Bastiodon versus Bastiodon. This is gonna take 10 years to complete. We're gonna, you know, sit back, watch some dumb gameplay. That was a mistake. Use Flamethrower, okay? Bastiodon versus, he has Flash Cannon. He doesn't have a Charge TM, okay? We don't have complete Bastiodons yet, okay? It's a grind out here, alright? I'm sure you guys can understand. Okay, he finally swapped to Blaziken, which is fantastic. He gets off a Brave Bird. It's all good. We tank it with Altaria. Very dependable Pokemon. Okay, we get off a Sky Attack. He's out. He's gonna bring back Bastiodon. And as you can see, it actually takes Bastiodon, you know, some time before he actually takes out, you know, Altaria. But here's the thing. Bastiodon can farm Altaria for energy, okay? That's some notes. Okay, so, alright, wiggle it off. Right, we take that thing out. He's got a Alolan Marowak, and it's a very specific type of Alolan Marowak. It's a scary type of Alolan Marowak. It's a Rock Smash Alolan Marowak. So I'm just throwing everything that I can. I'm flustered. The moment that I see that the animation for Rock Smash, I'm like, I'm done. I am done because this thing can take out Lucario. It can take out Bastiodon. I'm dead. Alright? I'm dead. R.I.P. Okay, so Alolan Marowak with Rock Smash is a fantastic Pokemon for the Kingdom Cup. Now here's the thing, I run Hex on mine. The reason why is because I'm weak and because Rock Smash doesn't feel good, you know, because it charges up really slow, and you know, getting that sneaky Shadow Ball is kind of like one of the things that I like on my Alolan Marowak, but I feel like Rock Smash might be better, right? But comment down below what you guys think is better. Okay, Rock Smash or Hex? Props to my opponent for bringing it though. Now I was thinking, use Steelix, right? It's got Crunch, sure, but I feel like there is a better Pokemon to bring, especially because my opponent kind of likes Blaziken. He kind of likes other things that are weak to something, alright? Water. I think that Lapras might have been the better choice in this situation, but you know, this is the team that I ran. Let's see how we do. So we start the match off with Steelix versus Melmetal. Okay, it was good that I didn't bring Lapras because, you know, Thunder. Okay, he swaps the Flygon. I do get a Crunch off, and yeah, we're gonna swap to the Big Mama Dragon or the Big Papa Dragon. Alright, Altaria, we got this. But he does get off this one Dragon Claw, and he gets off another Dragon Claw, and then he gets off another Dragon Claw, and I'm like, I'm forced to shield. So you do have to, I think you have to shield like one Dragon Claw for you to take out Flygon. Okay, so, but yeah, unfortunately, all that energy that I farmed up is gonna go to waste. But you know, we got Lucario. We're gonna set up on Melmetal. I think he stopped there for a sec to check what his last Pokemon was, and it is Blaziken. Alright, which is, you know, it would have been nice if he swapped, but then he would end up with Melmetal versus Steelix, which is bad. But either way, we're gonna take the final match with this Crunch. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys learned a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Remember to leave a like, leave me comments down below, subscribe if you haven't yet, maybe ding that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys!